Welcome to Flickering Myth Gaming's 7-Day Replay. I'm this week's host, Gerald James, and this week we've got some news to talk about, mostly circulating around how bad online services are. Let's take a look. So first up, let's talk about the big announcement here from Nintendo as far as the upcoming game. Oh, it's not pluralized. Upcoming game.
Just one.
For the Nintendo Switch online service. And guess what? It's only available if you threw them an extra $50. They literally were like, oh, here's our big announcement for the new game coming to Nintendo Switch Online, and had a 2-minute trailer for Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Cool. Paper Mario's not a bad game, don't get me wrong. But it's December. It's the season of gifts. This ain't a gift. This is coal. This is
it's
at
the
most.
season of gift them an extra $30.
Right? But it's the season of gifting, and this is like the orange that you put in the toe of the stocking just to give it that round shape when you got the stocking hanging. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, your family had too much money. It's a poor decision. And I hope that it bites them in the ass. Maybe this one will be playable. Maybe they finally got the emulation for one 64 game right.
Some of them are okay. They're not all broken.
They are all broken.
Just the ones you want to play.
Speaking of online services that make you scratch your head, leaked by Bloomberg.
Oh yeah, very trustworthy source.
Yeah, that's where I get for all my gaming news. PlayStation Now is about to be phased out in favor of Project Spartacus. I don't know. They're referring it by codename Spartacus, which maybe it's because we are all gamers. I am a gamer. I don't get this project name, but the idea behind it is that instead of PlayStation Now, they're going to have 3 tiers of PlayStation Plus. Tier 1 is going to be as we know it. You get your couple of week little games every month, and you get the joy of playing online. And I mean, of course, they do have like the cloud saving and stuff. That's cool too. Second tier includes what we now know as PlayStation Now. So, according to this leak, we're seeing that it's going to include access to a library of games, just like, Microsoft's whole Game Pass. They've already stated it's not going to be day and date for exclusives, which makes sense in my mind. Like,
yeah.
I don't even understand how Microsoft makes money doing that unless they just make their exclusive titles with the idea of making money on the back end through microtransactions and DLC.
Which so far none of them had been that loaded with them. So
not that loaded yet. But according to what they've leaked, it will also include, and this is the interesting part, PS1, 2, 3, and PSP games. So maybe they figured out the secret to backwards compatibility and it's a paywall, just like with Nintendo. Who knows? Fingers crossed, because there are still so many great games on those older consoles. I would love to be able to play on my current system. And then Tier 3 was the weirdest one to me, because that one's the one that includes like demos and sneak peeks and early access and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, Sony, kill Tier 3. Just stick with those 2 tiers and we're golden. Hopefully this comes to pass. Like, I need there to be a shakeup of PlayStation Now. I had it for 2 years. And I barely touched it. Mm-hmm. But I'll admit I'm the type of person, if there's a really good game coming out, I'll just buy it or buy it on sale. So by the time it made it to the list of PlayStation Now, if I wanted to play it, I played it. Now, one thing, and this is not coming from any other news source. This is coming straight from Gerald, the most trusted name in all of gaming news. I believe there's some beef to this. There's some sauce on this patty. And the reason is, and this is going to be the weirdest reasoning you've ever heard, for the Black Friday sales, PlayStation Plus, they had a discount on 12 months. So, of course, I always renew around this time of year. But they only had a discount for 1 month of PlayStation Now. They didn't have a discount on the full 12-month package, which makes me believe that they are planning to redo this whole thing within 12 months. I think that's solid logic, and that's why you should all hit that subscribe button. Our next story, well, Black Friday is come and gone. Biggest shopping day of the year, even though economists will tell you that it was slower this year, but the month of November overall was larger. It's weird. We're stretching it out. But there was one clear winner of the best-selling console for Black Friday. Can you guess what it is? You helped me put together this list, so you already know
what it is.
Yeah. It's not the PlayStation 5, not the Xbox Series X, not even the Nintendo Switch. Your winner for Black Friday was the Xbox Series S. I know, you're thinking to yourselves probably, oh wow, it's that popular. Everyone ran out and was like, give me one Xbox Series S, please. No, it was the only thing on a freaking shelf.
Yeah, it was settled for.
Yeah, this was your consolation prize. So hopefully Microsoft can, wear that with a badge of honor. They were the only ones with something on store shelves. So it's weird because just a few days back on, I believe it was the 1st, maybe November 30th, they released their big seasonal bundle. Did you know about that seasonal bundle?
No.
It's an Xbox Series S bundled with 2 huge games. Rocket League and Fortnite.
Aren't those both free to play?
They're both free. You get V-Bucks, you get credits or something, but still, that's a weird bundle, Microsoft.
Yeah, that's strange.
But they won Black Friday without even having that bundle on the shelves yet, man. That's impressive. For our last story, this one, it's a little weird one, a little close to home because it's my personal game of the year. Hazelight Interactive were apparently hit with legal action from Take-Two Interactive over the title of the game, It Takes Two. This is by far my favorite story because obviously this game was not named after a shitty parent company of 2K and Rockstar. It was named after a Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movie. Or at least the song that was named after. This has been a phrase for years, and it's the perfect name for a co-op game, honestly, especially when it's about keeping your marriage together.
They're gonna come after Marvin Gaye next.
And that's the thing, like, they have also sued people for using the term rockstar when they should be, obviously paying money to NERD for their song Rockstar, which is obviously where they got their name.
Yeah.
But no, like, they've been going after smaller businesses, mind you. They've never gone after PepsiCo for their Rockstar beverage or anything of that nature. But they have sent out plenty of these, I guess, cease and desist or legal notices to hundreds of smaller companies that use these very vague terms, such as Rockstar or It Takes Two. And this just finally brought to light because it came out once this game was nominated for Game of the Year through major outlets and everything. So now, guess what, Rockstar? Even if you fixed the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, which some people say it's been fixed to a playable level now, you're still on everyone's most hated list just by association with Take-Two.
It's not even the same phrase.
No!
This doesn't even have nearly the same meaning.
Mm-mm. Take-Two is your second take.
Yeah.
It takes two, like it takes two to tango. That's a very popular phrase.
Yeah.
This is stupid. They need to drop it altogether and be like, hey, look, it was just, we've got a blanket order out there and they got caught in it, blah, blah, blah. Do something, because otherwise you just look like...
It's clown shit.
It's clown shit. So let's talk about some upcoming games. First up, on the 7th, we have 12 Minutes coming to the PlayStation, consoles, and Switch. Hopefully you've learned everything you need to know about this game to not spend money on it. Because there were tons of people who didn't even bother downloading it. It was free with Game Pass, right? I don't want to spoil the story just in case you are like, oh, I was going to play it. But don't bother, because the twist and the ending of this game are so stupid that you'd be wasting your money. Go watch a Let's Play. Go watch a streamer play through it. It's far more entertaining because then you get to watch their reaction to how bad it is and not just the game itself.
You can do it on a smoke break.
Yeah, it only takes 12 minutes.
Right?
Such a bad joke. I love it. On December 8th, another indie game comes out to Xbox and PC. It's called Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite. I'm really excited to see what this is about. Little known developer, 343 Studios, working hand in hand with that upstart Microsoft.
Ah.
Of course, everybody's already been playing the multiplayer. It's in beta as we talk, but it's the full release. Now everybody gets to see how bad that campaign is.
Yeah. You let a series live long enough, and they will throw a term on the end of it that implies that it lasts forever.
Oh yeah, no, it's not just the name. These are the last games of these series. Smash Brothers Ultimate, last one.
Bioshock Infinite? Duke Nukem Forever?
Technically true.
Currently, Doom Eternal is the last game.
Nothing but DLC for Doom Eternal here on out.
Yeah.
And lastly, on the 9th, we have coming to Switch, Loop Hero. I brought this one up even though it's just a port to a Switch because this is a really cool looking game. I still haven't had a chance to play it, but I think it's going to find a really good home on the Switch. It's a PC game for now. But this is a really interesting, especially like a pocket-sized experience, I think. I think this is going to be a really good hit on that. So check that out. Not only should you check out Loop Hero, but also this week's recommendation. We're in the holiday season. The snow is falling somewhere, not here. And there's Christmas lights up. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. So, with that in mind, my recommendation this week is Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve, a PlayStation 1 title that was a weird combination of survival horror and RPG from Squaresoft. And this game starts on Christmas Eve. You go to an opera on Christmas Eve and then, your mitochondria decide to fight you. It's weird. It's great. But the reason I love this game is because it has that feeling of isolation during Christmas in New York City. And I feel like nothing quite encapsulates, especially like the past 2 years of Christmases, or at least last year and kind of this one, of just an empty New York during Christmas than this game has. It's a fantastic experience. Play it however you can. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Come back and check us out next week where we'll have more hot takes and hot news.